Clint Chapman here, Global Brand Manager at THQ. Welcome to Comic-Con 2009, the THQ booth. Going to give you a virtual tour of the real booth today. Come to check out Darksiders and Dragonica and Superhero Squad. I'm here with Jenny Lynn, Brand Manager on Marvel Superhero Squad, to give you a quick demo of the game.
So right here we have Marvel Superhero Squad. We have Wolverine and Thor running around, and basically this is the adventure mode. And in adventure mode, we feature 6 of the main characters from the Superhero Squad. It's co-op and up to 2 players in adventure mode and up to 4 players in story mode. So actually in adventure mode, the main character is playing as Wolverine and AI buddy is Thor, but they could switch back and forth. For example, if you were to press the 1 button, you can actually switch over and play as Thor. We actually also have battle mode where you can pick from over 20 playable characters. The characters are unlocked through story mode, as well as arenas are unlockable. And each of the characters are unique. They have their special features. They're true to their Marvel character, and this is really the only place where you'll see all these Marvel characters interacting in the same universe. This is Marvel Superhero Squad, available October 20th on Wii, DS, PSP, and PS2.
We've got Ben Service here, THQ ICE Product Manager, to talk to you about Dragonica Online.
I'm Ben Service, Product Manager at THQ ICE, and I'm here to show you Dragonica. So Dragonica is a casual fantasy action MMO that takes place in a world where dragons once ruled the world, but were exiled to a different planet of their own. And after one of the most evil dragons has returned, both humans and dragons must band together to battle this ancient evil. So the game itself is actually pretty innovative for a MMO. It combines fast action combat with 3D side-scrolling. One of the main things is that in most MMOs, you'll have standoffs with other enemies where you'll be trading attacks back and forth. In Dragonica, every attack is real-time one-to-one button presses, so there's a lot of combo attacks, there's a lot of strategy that comes into play, and because you can also use a joystick or gamepad, you'll find people who are more familiar with console games end up bringing a lot of the same kind of tactics they'll use in beat-em-ups or even traditional one-on-one fighter games. So aside from Dragonica's combat, there's also a lot of different social elements you can undertake. You can find friends, you can form parties, join guilds, level up your guild, and undertake specific guild-specific quests. Aside from that, there's also a lot of content coming in the future, such as player housing and the pet system. With THQ ICE, we understand that MMOs really live and die by their communities, so aside from all these social elements, we're really making a strong effort to come up with unique events that are exclusive towards the North American audience, stuff that the players here really want to see. Dragonica Online is set to go into open beta later this summer, and you'll be able to buy prepaid cards in stores in the fall.
Next up is Darksiders, where you get to play as War, one of the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Not only do you get to play as him and the game, but go onto the Darksiders virtual booth on GameSpot, and you get a chance to win the 2-foot tall statue of War. We've got the 8-foot tall statue of War standing prominently in our booth, along with a few examples of the game playing here. So right now we're showing off the demo. This is when War first returns to the Earth after being judged for his crimes of supposedly setting off the apocalypse before he was supposed to. This is 100 years into the future when mankind has totally been destroyed. You're actually going to see the shells of the humans there. These are the husks of the remaining wicked people that are still forced to walk the Earth for all of eternity. They're a good place to harvest souls, and souls are the currency of the game. Where you're going to be able to go to a demon merchant and be able to trade in those souls for different abilities, different upgrades, as well as some special augments to some of your weapons. And so if you want to do more damage, if you want to get more souls for every kill, there's something for your different playing styles when you're playing through the game. This is War's ultimate sort of bad hardcore state. This is what we call the Havoc state, where you can turn into his former super uber demonic self, and basically you can just go through and whip apart anybody that gets in his way. As you can see, we've got some really large environments in here. The game is set up as a open world hub/dungeon game, so you're going to be able to go around, run around in these large open hub environments, play through the game, find a bunch of secrets hidden in there, and then you're going to play through these dungeon environments, and that's more where you're going to find a lot more of the puzzles. You're going to find different gear items that in each of the each of the dungeons that are going to let you take on the boss and the puzzles that are specific to the dungeon itself. The one great thing that fans of action-adventure games are going to love is that there are no quick-time events in this game. So even when it comes to the bosses, you're not going to sit there and have to follow the button presses and beat the boss. We want to make this game a lot more visceral. The combat's visceral, and you're going to enjoy it. You're not going to have to sit there and miss the awesome cutscenes because you're waiting for the next button to come up. So that's Darksiders, heading your way January 2010. Make sure to go onto the GameSpot Darksiders virtual booth and see more exclusive content. Thanks for stopping by the THQ Comic-Con booth. Make sure to go by the GameSpot Darksiders virtual booth and check out all the new updates for Darksiders. Really wish you were here.